Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. And we are back in the land of Oz here in Tiny Glade. And we have so much left to do. So much left to do. But I hope everyone had a wonderful day. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. I do want to take a quick moment and I want to say thank you for the followers that came in overnight. Thank you, Sarah Ravenchild. Thank you. And also Aurora Oriana. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for following the channel. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do a recap. For those of you that are new or just coming in, we are doing the Land of Oz. We are playing the game Tiny Glade today. And we were able to finish not only the castle, but the Wicked Witch of the West castle, as well as we are kind of in the works of finishing up the district here. So this morning, what I did was I kind of moved the bridge a little bit more centered into the water, and then I fixed a little bit of the roadway. I also deleted some of the light posts because we're going to be doing the same thing as we did with the other roadways. We're going to light them up. So that is what we have planned for the roadway. Over here, we are going to try to get started on our bistro area. So hopefully we can get that going. But today, I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on some of the structure builds, fill up the rest of this part of the glade. We'll come over here. We'll do our little gazebo as well as our seating, and then we'll start building the rest of the city up along the other side of the roadway. When we're done with the city, we're going to go ahead and we are going to move over to this side of the map, and we're going to start doing Galinda's Castle. So Galinda's Castle is going to be probably the same size as what we did for the Wicked Witch of the West. It's going to be pink and it's going to be magical. Then whatever land is left over from Galinda's Castle is going to be Munchkin land. So we'll do a little bit of roadways. I'm going to do a little bit with the terrain. I'm going to try to make Hobbit style homes up in the hillsides. Majority of them are going to be structural building. I don't know if I'm going to do an interior. It will depend upon how big we make the houses themselves. Then of course we have our hot air balloon. The hot air balloon is going to be hoisted up in the air, but it's going to be tethered with a ladder, so that way we can hopefully get into the basket itself and have it be as a viewpoint over the glade. And then of course over here we have the house and the tornado. There are two different ways that I can do the tornado. I will do a little bit of each one and then we'll choose which one that we like best. But let's go ahead and come back over here. So this is where we're going to be working at today. We're going to try to see how far we can get. I usually go live until about noon. So that's 4 hours from now, depending upon where you are. It's 8 a.m. my time. So let's go ahead and get going, guys. And also, good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right. So we already have our sheep floating about. Hello there. And then we have our other two sheep over here. We got to give them love, guys. We got to give them love. And then also the duckies. Is there any more duckies? Of course there are. There's always more duckies. Hold on. Where are you at, my guy? There you go. Oh, where are you going? No. I didn't get to give it love. And this one is just going to be hanging around, I guess. You good? Hopefully they can find land. Anyways, let's go ahead and come over here. We were able to finish our night market. I did post the video over on my TikTok. And also, guys, we are in due of congratulations. We did it. We hit 1,000 followers, which is so amazing and so exciting. And you know what that means? That means I got my hyperlink. And if you guys are interested, I do have my Discord linked in my profile now. So if you guys are wanting to come check out our Discord and be part of the Turtle family, I would love to see and have you there. Also, if you are a Tiny Glader and you love to share your Tiny Glade builds, I would love to see them too. We also are going to have a couple community days, so I'm super excited about that. If you guys are into Minecraft or Rendrose, or I have also Witchspire, any of those multiplayer co-op games, we can coordinate together and we can pick a day and play together. So that's pretty exciting. We can name that one Mary, like Mary Poppins. Is he still up in the sky? Oh, they're just a floating. Anyways, guys, so here's what we came up with for our night market. So we have our little book stall. We also created this really cute art gallery type of booth. So here's our art gallery booth. We did a candle shop, which just kind of was random. I didn't know what else to do. So I was like, you know what, let's just use the candle prop. So we made a candle shop. We have a typical, hold on, there's our little bakery. We have like a typical, like almost like a florist shop, but it has like gifts and stuff in it. If I can zoom in here. Oh my goodness, the building's in the way. But yeah, it has like a little shelf that has a little bit of plants. It has like a little bit of decor pieces for shopping. So that is our little night market. And then this is the beginnings of the actual district. These are all structural builds. So let's go ahead and start over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this way over, I think. So we're going to start here at this back corner. And we're just going to doodle, guys. That's what we're going to do. We're going to doodle. We're just going to figure it out as we go. And I don't think I'm going to try to make sure that all the buildings are slightly different though. I don't want to like repeat colors over and over and over. So we're going to try our best to make sure that every building has its own moments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually look. We left off with blue. There's pink, yellow, and then that like color. So let's go ahead. We don't want blue on blue. So let's do this peach color. I'm going to do it with this green color. I'm going to change this back to wood. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow, Missy. Welcome in, guys. We are playing Tiny Glade today. That is the game. It is a building simulator game. Let me go ahead and exit out of that real quick. Nice. And right now we are just doing some standard structural builds for our little town that we're creating. Right now I'm trying to figure out how I want to design it. I think I might bring this one up like this. And I don't want them to be super large. I want them to be very topsy-turvy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another one of these. We're going to bring this one this way. Bring this out. Actually, yeah, I might actually make this smaller, to be honest. Let's go this way. And then you have the same game. You love it? Yes. What are some of the builds that you enjoy building? Are you interested more in like the structural? Do you do more of the medieval style? Are you whimsical? Do you do reference photos? I'm always excited to know like what you guys like to build. Is our sheep still floating? No, they found land, guys. They're over here now. They finally found the land. Where'd my cursor go? There it is. I couldn't find it. Where's our other one? All right, I see two. Hold on. Oh, there they are. Thank you so much for the follow, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you. And also thank you, HC. Thank you. And for the follow, thank you. You just go with the flow and see what happens. Same. Same. So you're a doodler too. Yeah. So this theme actually was, so we're doing the Land of Oz. So we actually did have the theme. Thank you so much for the follow, Tozier. This is so peaceful. Thank you, Patricia. I think so too. So we do have a theme. We were going with the Land of Oz. So I do try to do themes in my glades. The only reference photo that we used, and it's not even a true replica, it's just for the style and the aesthetic that we're going for, is the castle was heavily inspired by Disney-esque, especially the Disney Paris castle, the one in Paris. But it's not a true replica. We took some major creative liberties. Major creative liberties. But there are certain aspects that you'll see that are very similar to the Paris Disneyland castle. Then the only other time I ever used a reference was I was going for the original castle and the first movie. So this is kind of a rendition, inspiration, creative liberty of that castle for the Wicked Witch of the West. So other than that, the rest of it is just doodling and just figuring it out in Tiny Glade. And also, guys, exciting news. I think I might have been able to figure out how to do the characters. So this morning I got up pretty early and I was doodling and I was like, you know what? I think we can do characters. So this is what I have so far. We're going to have to recreate it in our glade, but I created like this little lion. I feel like I need to make the lion a little bit bigger. I feel like the scale is a little small. This will be great for Toto, I think. But I think we're going to make the lion just a little bit bigger. We'll make the dog this size. And then this is the Tin Man. It's kind of looking like Bender off of Futurama, but like it's our Tin Man. And then this will be Dorothy. So I created this little block figurine. So this will be Dorothy. So this is kind of like what I came up with so far. I still have to do the dog. We already did the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow is at the Wicked Witch of the West's castle. So I'm not going to recreate another Scarecrow. He's just going to be over at the castle. But we'll have to figure out. You love them so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking in my sleep and I was like, you know what? I feel like we could get creative with the stair tool and try to make some characters. So this is all stair tool. This is stair tool with a little bit of like the circle foundation. And then Dorothy is made with the square foundation and a bunch of stair tool. And then we still have to do the dog. And I'm going to try to do the little feet under the house. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the witches, but like we can attempt it. We can definitely attempt it. And that way we can have like all of the major characters, I guess. Because we already have, like I said, we have Oz. So our statue of Oz is actually right here. And then all the way up here, we have our Scarecrow. So here's our Scarecrow. So I'm not going to redo the Scarecrow. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, we're over here today. So this is what we're working on. We're working on our little district. This is going to wrap all the way around this roadway and basically end at the Oz statue. And then whatever land is left over is going to be the next little theme of the glade. So we're going to try to get as much done today. This is all structure building. There's going to be no interiors. You got to add the front door and it will be Bender. I know. It kind of does look like Bender, doesn't it? Thank you so much, Patricia. Yeah, so today we're going to focus mostly on structural building. There's not going to be any interiors, but we will get creative with our props. We'll create a couple props. Thank you so much for following, Baby LaCoy. Thank you. But structural building for me, I just doodle. I'm pretty quick with it. I just kind of let things fall where they fall and we just go with it. There's no rhyme or reason. We just go, okay, that looks good there. And then we just pray for the best. Okay, I'm going to bring this up. What I want to do is like, I want to bring this over. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. We are starting our Friday off in Tiny Glade. So this is Tiny Glade, guys. It is a building simulator. for those of you that are new. And also, if you love TinyGlade, if you build in TinyGlade, we now have a hyperlink in my profile here on TikTok with our Discord. So if you guys are interested in joining the Discord, I would love to see your guys' builds. As well as we are going to be having some community days. So if you are a gamer and you enjoy playing games, I would love to play with you guys. So we can just hang out and have a good old time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to add a door right here. I'm going to do a double. I'm going to leave it like that. Thank you so much for the follow. It's just EJ. Thank you. I'm going to put shutters on this one because I feel like I don't use the shutters enough. I really feel like I don't. And then I also want the buildings to somewhat connect. So I'm not going to put any windows basically in this backside because the next building's going to start there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this. I'll bring a window here. And a window there. I'm gonna do another one with shutters. For this back side, I kind of want to do, let's add another one. I'm gonna bring this one up even more like this. We're gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it in. Bring it down, I think. You love the sounds of this game. It makes a ADHD have. Yes, yes. And I also have that. This game for me is great for like teaching me like how to concentrate, like that executive function that I always have issues with. So this game just pleases everything. Like it just pleases all my senses except for smell, but that's okay. And surprisingly, it keeps my attention. Hello, Nightcore. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. You have chronic ADHD, so watching this is heaven. Yes, me too. Me too. I'm very scatterbrained. I'm really bad at multitasking, and my brain's a mile a minute. So I do talk a lot, guys. I'm just forewarning you now. I do talk a lot. I'm a chatterbox. But this game definitely calms me. It's a great way to start my morning, I think. You love these building games? Me too. Me too. I love anything that has building or like allows me to be creative, to be honest. Okay. I'm going to bring this down just so that way it matches that roof line. I kind of want to bring it over just a little bit, but not too much. And I want to add something weird. Like, not weird, but like I just want to add something in this little section right here to kind of connect these two in a way. Hold on. So that way we don't have like the staggering facades going on. It just looks like part of the building. I like that. I think that is cute. I think I might bring it down a little bit more on the ground and bring it up like this. There we go. That is so much better. All right, let's start adding some windows. And I kind of want to invert it that way. Actually, I have been challenged to do Hogwarts. So that is on my list. I just have to decide like what part of Hogwarts I want to do. So there are a few different options. We have Hogwarts Castle, which has been done before by other creators. But I do have another Tiny Glade challenge about an interior train. So I thought about doing the 9 3/4 platform with the train. And then someone also mentioned Diagon Alley. So there's a couple different things that we can do. We can even do all three if we want. That addition completes the building. I know, right? That's what I was thinking too. It needed something right there. It looked really awkward with the 3 foundations going on. All 3? Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them all in a single glade. It would depend upon how big I make Hogwarts. But the idea is, guys, I can't play and talk at the same time, so that's why I stop and we'll look at the castle while we talk. We are playing Tiny Glade D. Thank you, Taylor. So it depends on how big I make Hogwarts. Now, the reason why I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all 3 in is because they want interior builds, guys. And for those of you that are new, hello, my name is Lou Michelle. I'm a variety streamer and I play Tiny Glade, and my Tiny Glades are whimsical and interior building. So I specialize in interior builds as well as whimsy. So with majority of my themes and challenges that I get from the viewers, I typically do interior, some form of interior. So if I was to do Hogwarts, they want specific rooms. They told me that they wanted like the main hall with all the tables and the candles up in the air. They wanted a room for each of the different houses. So with the Harry Potter theme, I have to wait for the update. I need to see like what we're getting with the update in September. Hopefully it's still in September. They said September-ish, so I'm hoping it's not delayed. But you want the staircase? The staircases. Yeah. So they wanted the room with all the staircases as well, which I think that one's very doable because it's just random staircases. It's just like a maze of staircases. But so there's a couple different rooms, and I'm waiting for the update. So that might be pushed to September, if not a little after September. We do have spooky season coming up, and yes, it does. It says Oz on it here. As I'm talking, I'll take you guys for a little tour. So we'll do a daytime tour, and then we will do a nighttime tour. Let me go ahead and go into a walk mode. All right, we'll go look at it real quick. Yeah, I'm hoping it's September-ish. Now, we do have spooky season coming up. And with spooky season, we have a bunch of different builds that we need to do leading up to Halloween. So when we're done with Oz, we're going to be dipping into that. One of the themes that we're going to do is kind of like a Nightmare Before Christmas-esque type of glade. So we definitely have that going on. Thank you so much for the follow. Now, we're going to watch this at nighttime as well. It's very, very dark in here right now, but I promise you it's going to look magical at nighttime. We're just going to do a little quick gander in daylight, and then I'll show you again in nighttime. That way you can kind of see the castle in both versions. I'm going to go up real high because this castle is very, very tall. That way you get like a good view of the 360. So yeah, Harry Potter, I feel like is probably going to get pushed back to, I'm hoping I can have it like sometime in September-ish, depending upon when we get the update. But worst case, it will be after Halloween, more going towards like the winter. Thank you so much, Monet. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yes, Harry Potter is definitely on the to-do list. All right, so this is our Wicked Witch of the West Castle. This is what we built over here. Harry Potter for Christmas. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be after spooky season. A Wicked theme would be amazing, like Oz, the Oz train. Yeah, so this is kind of a rendition of that. So this is the Wicked Witch of the West. It also has an interior, so we'll go inside. We created this painting, and if you look closely at it, it looks like a side profile, so you can see the head, the neck, and the shoulders. And then we changed the colors up to make it, you know, try to look like the Wicked Witch of the West. And then we have our little scarecrow. You see it? Yeah. And then this is her bedroom that we created. We'll look at this again at nighttime, guys, because it is completely different at night. I promise you. It's so different at night. You're going to watch the transition and you're going to be amazed. It's magical. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for the clap times 16 HC. Oh, my goodness. It's a full applause. And thank you so much for the heart me, Monet. And thank you so much for the heart me, Rudy. Good morning, Rudy. All right, and this is what we have. This is what we have so far in the district that we're working on. And then we created these little booths. It's like a little outdoor market. So we have our little bakery right here. Over this way, we kind of have like a little, it's like a little florist shop, but with gifts. Hello, Acer. Good afternoon, Rudy. We have our little candlestick shop. Over here, we have our little art studio, the little art booth. And then we have our little bookshop. So here's our little bookshop. All right, guys, we're going to pan out. We're going to put this in nighttime mode. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. It looks like a bow. It's like a bunch of little emojis. Thank you. All right, we're going to come out this way. We're going to turn around. Try to get you guys a good view. All right, now we're going to go to nighttime mode, and we're going to watch this at nighttime. 3, 2, 1. And here it is at nighttime. You thought it was the village from Tangled at first? Aw, thank you. This is actually the Land of Oz. So we have our yellow brick roads. All roads lead to Oz. So every single pathway is going to be lit up just like this. I know during the daytime it might look a little wonky because I have all the lanterns, but it makes sense at nighttime. So let's go ahead. Let's go take a little look. We're going to go inside the castle now. And I promise you, before it was dark because it was daytime, but I promise you it's going to make sense. Thank you, guys. Here is the interior of our castle. Thank you so much for sharing the live, Rudy. I appreciate it. Like Disney, yes. It's very, so I have a very whimsical style. So usually when I do castles or I try to build castles, they oftentimes look Disney-esque. So I thought, like, since we're doing the Land of Oz, my style, the way that I build will fit it perfectly. And it's just kind of like our little rendition of the Land of Oz in Tiny Glade. And so this is what I enjoy with the game. I enjoy getting creative. I enjoy doing whimsical and interiors. I'm really hoping with the update, I'm going to drop down so we can walk this. I'm hoping with the update, we get a lot more clutter items. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Thank you. I can't really see what that emoji is, but it looks like presents. I don't know what that is. But thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for sharing the live night. I appreciate it. So we created this little roadway using the stair tool. We lifted it off the ground. Am I a full-time streamer? I I guess you can say that. I do go live Monday through Friday, but I only stream for 3 to 4 hours. And it's the same time, 8 a.m. until about 11 or noon. So I wake up, I get ready, I spend a couple hours with you guys, and then I start my day. So I guess you could say I'm a full-time streamer, but it's not the only thing I do. Thank you, guys. I would love to be a full-time streamer. Isn't that the dream? Okay, so then inside here, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Thank you, guys. So in here, this is the interior. Now that it is nighttime, you can see it a little bit better. So we have our fireplace. We have a couple of the custom props that we made. You would love to escape reality and live in your creations. Oh, thank you, Monsieur Waffle. We have another waffle, guys. Waffle, there's another waffle. So we have Majestic Waffle over on the Purple app, and then we have Monsieur Waffle over here on TikTok. You would love Aladdin's Castle too? Ooh. Honestly, I think you can do that. I think you can probably pull that off in Tiny Glade. Yeah. I believe the circular foundations and the roofing, I think you can probably pull that off. Thinking about it on the top of my head, yeah. Thank you so much for the heart me, Ryan. Thank you. You would love to see like Princess Tiana's restaurant or her and Princess Naveen's. Ooh, that's a good one too. That is a good one too. Guys, you're going to make me go down the Disney rabbit hole and we're going to start doing all the Disney themes in Tiny Glade. You didn't know that you can decorate interiors in Tiny Glade? You can. It's time consuming and it's all about utilizing the different tools, the limited tools that we have. I am hoping that in the future when we get our update that we're going to get a lot more clutter items, so it will alleviate some of the prop building. But basically it is just manipulating the wall tool, the stair tool, and the fencing tool to create those interior rooms. Rarity is telling me to do it. Go down the Disney rabbit hole. So this is our clock tower. It's walkable kind of like up to this balcony, but you're going to be able to see in the background, you're going to be able to see Galinda's castle. You're going to be able to see the hot air balloon, and you're going to be able to see the tornado and the house ruins. I don't know if we're going to be able to see Munchkin Land from here. It depends upon how big we make her castle. Will depend upon if we can see a little snippet of that from this area. You're so in love with all the green. Me too. Green is my favorite color, guys. Do it. Okay, guys. Okay, I'll put it down. You guys are all joining the train. Okay, it's been multiple people, so we will go down Disney rabbit hole. We have to get through to spooky season first, though. And spooky season, we are doing Nightmare Before Christmas-esque town. So that's kind of our vibe. So we're going to be doing a Nightmare Before Christmas type of spooky season. Alice in Wonderland. I was thinking that too, Patricia. I thought that would be kind of cool. Like the tea party. The tea party room would be cool. Like certain rooms and stuff. Typically I don't do like full glades. Typically like when I do challenges, I try to do like a theme and then I kind of do like specific builds within that theme. So this one, even though it's a full glade, technically they're like individual builds. So this is the Wicked Witch of the West theme. This is the Emerald City of Oz castle. And then we're going to be doing the house. So it's like different themes within the full glade. And I kind of like do it like that rather than just doing like a big old city. You can't wait for spooky season? Me too. I want to do Sleepy Hollow as well. because I think I have an idea of how to do the Headless Horseman. I have an idea in my head. I think I know how to do it. And I think Olden would be the perfect glade with all of the decrepit trees and stuff. But Rudy, I figured out a way how to do the characters. I figured out a way. Thank you so much for the heart meet, Deacon. Welcome in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys. Sometimes I don't always hear the alerts, but I promise you, I do check every couple of minutes, and I promise you, I don't forget about you. I'm always going to thank you. Same thing with chat. Sometimes when I'm locked in on the game, I don't always see the comments coming through, but I promise every couple of seconds to every couple of minutes, I do stop what I'm doing. I scroll back up and I make sure I answer everyone's questions. I try not to miss anyone. The characters, yes, I'm going to share. I know I'm a bad multitasker. I'm trying. This is what I have so far, Rudy. This is what I have so far. And I'm so excited. I'm going to make the lion a little bit bigger, though. I feel like this is good size for Toto. So we're going to make the dog about this size, but I need to make the lion bigger. So here's our little lion. And then we have our Tin Man looking like Bender over here. And then I made Dorothy. So here's our Dorothy. So there's our little characters. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I did this morning because I was thinking in my sleep again, guys, because I do that. It's weird, I know. But I was thinking in my sleep and I was like, you know what? I need characters. Someone mentioned it in one of our previous lives. And oh my gosh, thank you so much, Monet. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just love hanging out with you guys, honestly. I'm just here for the chats. I'm here for the chats and to like do a little bit of building. I also play other variety games too, usually over on the Purple app. We are going to be going into the game Witch Spire soon next week. And then we're also playing Teddy's Haven, which is a magic simulator, which I thought was fitting for the theme of Oz going on right now. And then we did Cat Milko yesterday, which I thought was fun. So we have a couple different variety games as well. And also, if you guys are loving Tiny Glade, if you build in Tiny Glade yourself or any other games, rather, wherever there's building or creativity and you want to share it, we now have our Discord linked in my profile here on TikTok, and you're more than welcome to join if you want. No obligations, but I would love to see what you guys are creating. And also, if you ever want a day to come hang out and play a game together, I am totally down because we will be having community days in the near future. So I think Minecraft is one of them. I've never played Minecraft. Everyone's telling me to play Minecraft for the building capability, but we're going to be getting into Minecraft. And my good friend Debbie created a server for us. So there's a server and all of that set up in the Discord. So if you guys want to join, we can all play Minecraft together. Okay, so yeah, these are little props that I made. We'll get to those towards the end, but I just wanted to show you we'll be remaking these. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. Yeah, so I probably won't be active in the Discord until after the live. So, but I thank you guys for joining. I'll be sure to welcome you guys in after the live and all that fun stuff. So, I usually don't have my Discord up when I'm streaming. All right, let's go back to our... Let's go back to our land of Oz. We were building over here, and we were focusing on these builds today. But thank you guys. Thank you for all the likes. Yes, we are playing Tiny Glade today, guys. You can find it on Steam. It is $15 USD. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is conversion to elsewhere, but it's available for both Windows and Mac, so it's a PC game. However, I believe someone said you can play it on Steam Deck. All right, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to move this building just slightly more this way. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, we're locking in now, guys. We are locking in. But don't worry, I always check chat. So if you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. I really am. It is early morning for me here. It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be going live until about noon my time. So we have about 3 more hours left. 3 hours and 15 minutes left of the stream. So we're going to see how far we can get today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Thank you guys so much for all the likes. Oh my gosh, we just hit 10K likes. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Okay, so if we're going down the Disney rabbit hole, what do you guys want to see first? Like after we're done with spooky season, of course. When we're done with spooky season, we have Harry Potter that we have to get through. Like I said, that's probably going to be after the update and after spooky season. But what are we thinking? Like, what do we want to be the next theme after that? So I heard Tiana. I heard Alice in Wonderland. I heard what other ones do you want? Oh, Aladdin. I think I saw Aladdin. Rapunzel's Tower. Ooh, that would be a good one. That would be a good like one day build. Okay, but are we thinking we want interiors on all of these? Or are we just thinking structural build? Because if it's interiors, that's going to take a hot minute. Each one of those builds will take a hot minute. But if we're thinking like structural, I'm pretty quick with my structural building. Interiors too, of course. Of course, interiors. I mean, if I'm offering, might as well, right? Hopefully we get some like really, really good... I know this is going to look weird with all the lights, but trust me, it makes sense. It will make sense at nighttime. I promise you guys. We need the lighting. You would only put 2 windows, but more separated. Yeah, so you talking about the bay windows? Or are you talking about the other windows? We are doodling over here. We're going for a very topsy-turvy, very whimsical vibe. It's not going to make sense, I promise you. It's not going to make sense. But all the buildings are going to have that kind of vibe to it. So, because what we're looking for is at nighttime, when we switch over, we're looking for kind of like that cartoonish type of style. Rapunzel's Tower or Tiana's restaurant / castle. Yes, interiors. We are so patient. Okay. Okay, let me write this down. I actually have a notebook, guys. So let me write this down. I'll make sure that we will get to that. You would love to see the tea party. Me too. I think that would be a good one too. I think like that would be like a secret garden with like the tea party in the middle. That would be cool for Alice in Wonderland theme. The Frozen Castle. You know what, Rudy? I'm going to write that one down too because I don't use enough of the blue lighting. I really don't. What about the Sword in the Stone theme from Disney? Ooh. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Let me give me 1 second. I'm going to scroll back up. I'm going to write all of these down and we're going to make ourselves a list. We're going to make ourselves a list. Okay, so we have Monet was saying Rapunzel's Tower. And then we also have Tiana's Restaurant and Castle. Heck, we can even do her house too, Monet. Her little row house. I can look, I can find like a bunch of reference photos of the movie and I can do an interior of her home restaurants, castle. So we can have a couple different items in that glade. Castle, we can probably do the house as well. Let's see. We had Aladdin's castle. Alice in Wonderland's. Tea Party. I think that one will be really, really cute. The clock tower. Yeah, we can look at the clock tower. Here's the clock tower. Let me see. The sword and the stone theme. Okay, sword and the stone. And then, did I miss any other ones? I'm just reading comments, guys. So this is called Tiny Glade, Mina. And thank you so much for the heart, me, Danny. Thank you. Waffle wants Five Nights at Freddy for Halloween. Five Nights at Freddy. I can try. I can try to do Five Nights at Freddy, like the pizza shop or something like that. I can try. I mean, it would be for Halloween, Waffle. It's like kind of a Halloween-esque theme. Is this Dreamlight Valley? No, this is called Tiny Glade. This is called Tiny Glade. It's a building simulator game. You gotta set up your game. Yours doesn't look like this at all. This is beautiful. Thank you, Hannah. Okay, yeah, we got Aladdin. All right, now I think I'm caught up for that. What about Hotel Transylvania for Halloween? Ooh, Hotel Transylvania. Aurora's Cottage. How can you say no to Mr. Cupcake? Awful. But I saw your comment. I wasn't ignoring you. I did see it. It was just, I was thinking in my head, like, how I could do Freddy's in Tiny Glade. Because I feel like that would be very, very difficult. But with a little bit of creativity and some determination, I think I can probably do it. Yeah, so many good suggestions. The house from Encanto. Ooh. That one I'm going to have to wait for the update, though, for sure. Because I definitely need the wooden walls and the new textures and stuff like that that are coming our way. And then I'll also want to see, like, what props we get. You could do Pixie Hollow from the Tinkerbell movies. Ooh. Imagine Halloween Town. Yeah, that is going to be... so, Liz, we're going to be doing a Halloween Nightmare Before Christmas theme for Halloween. That is going to be our next bill. That's going to be our next build. So when we get done with Oz, we're going to be going towards spooky season. And we're going to start spooky season kind of early leading up to Halloween. Because I don't know about you guys, but like I decorate for Halloween starting September. And then I kind of go for the whole month until October. So, yeah, we're going to be going into spooky season. So we're going to have a couple different glades for spooky season. And then we'll start getting into some of the other themes. We still have Hogwarts to do too. So I think Hogwarts is going to be after spooky season's over. And then we'll start getting into the Disney themes. We'll start going into that. We have so many great suggestions, guys. I have a full list. All right. Before I get back to building, is there anything else that you guys would like to see? Determined to get... Oh, thank you, Monet. Thank you. The pizza shop with a stage and a ball pit. We could probably do the ball pit. Yeah, Waffle, I think we could do that. You want the pizza shop? Yeah, I think we can do that for Five Nights at Freddy. The ball pit will just be like a bunch of the stair tool, and then we'll use the sparkles and stuff to like light it up. Because like, guys, like these themes, I love nighttime mode, so I always build everything with nighttime in mind. So expect a lot of sparkles and expect a lot of lighting. I'm letting you guys know that now. It just expect that because that's what we're gonna do. You didn't know you can make Tiny Glade look this. Oh, thank you, Alex. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow, Natalie. Let me go back up. Did I miss anybody else's follow? I don't want to miss anyone's follow. Okay, I think I have everybody. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. What about the main Disney castle at Disney World? Ooh. We could. I feel like it will look very similar to this one, but we could definitely do that. Someone told me that this looks like the castle from like the opening scenes that you get from movies. And I was like, you know what? I kind of see it. But yeah, we can go down the Disney rabbit hole for sure. All right, guys. It definitely does. Yeah, someone mentioned that one of the streams in our previous streams. They were like, it looks like the opening Disney castle. I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. All right, so we're going to finish over yonder. We're going to finish putting these. These in. I think I'm pretty happy with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a door here. We're going to pretend that they can actually access outside, even though we know it's the edge of the map. So, and that's okay. I'm going to put a light right there. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, I'm going to remove this. Hold on. We need to remove this because we're going to be building the next building right next to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another foundation like right here. And actually, you know what? What if we do it? You're so excited for the Hogwarts. You can't even lie. I'm so intimidated by Hogwarts because like I've never read the books and I know that's horrible of me. I never read the books and I know like how everyone loves Hogwarts and I just want to do it justice. I don't want to like not do it justice. You know what I mean? So it's a little intimidating. It's a very intimidating build, but we got this, guys. We got this. The castle itself, I don't think is going to be overly hard, but the challenge of it is going to be the interior of it. Okay, Rudy. I appreciate your help, though. All right, we got to change the color of this building. I'm so talented. You know, I can do it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, I think the challenge is going to come in with the, what color do I want to make this? Oh, blue and green. I don't. Let's do it this color. And then we'll change this to, let's do this color. Okay, I want to add I'm thinking we're going to do one of these here, but we're going to make it small. We're going to bring it down because I wanted to fill this little space right here, like right there, I think. Just so that way it's like a little, you know, it looks like that. We're going to bring this down and then we're going to have it like this. I'm going to add another square foundation back this way. Just like that. We're going to bring this in so we don't lose our windows. And then we're going to bring it out like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it come up like that. Nope. I think I'm going to have it like this. I'm going to do it more like that. This is called Tiny Glade. There's no way you aren't an architect or interior designer outside. I am not. No, unfortunately, I am not. I don't have the drafting skills to do an architect. I'm really, really bad at measurements, to be honest. Interior designer, I would love to be an interior designer. It's actually one of the careers I wanted as like a kid, but unfortunately, like where I live, it wouldn't support it very well. So I'm ignoring my calling. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I owned my own business for about 12, well, technically 15 years, but I owned my own bakery. So I was a pastry artist. I used to do pastry art and cookie art, and I did that for a really, really long time. And then with that, I learned a lot about marketing and stuff. And so then I went to college and I became a marketer, and I got a degree in marketing, and I did marketing. So apart from all the math, you want a PC so you can play Tiny Glade? Aw. Well, hopefully one day. Hopefully. I mean, I feel like if they can have it available for Steam Deck and people can play it on Steam Deck, that it might be able to go on mobile one day. I don't know if they're going to plan on doing mobile, but I feel like if it works for Steam Deck, it could work for console or something. You're trying to make the bathhouse/town from Spirited Away, but I'm getting caught up on the time. Oh, what do you need help with? What are you getting caught up on? Maybe I can try to help you. Is it like a prop that you're trying to come up with, or? You literally went to school for interior design and architecture, girl. Oh, is it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I went to school for marketing communications, and I really, really enjoyed that. My goal was to work for a large food company, because I was like majority of like my career is food related, and so that was always my goal. But I still do marketing. It's just not like my dream job. You can do it digitally. You can send designs to clients all over the world. Really? Like freelance. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, true, Michaela, true. You want to play this game, but you never see little people running around. Are there villagers? There are not villagers, Austin. You are your NPC, so there's different camera modes that you can go into. One of them is being first person mode. So you tend to be the NPC of the game, but you do have sheep. So there are sheep. There are ducks, there are birds, there are butterflies, there are fish. Those are kind of like your NPCs. Now, we are getting an update in September where we're going to get custom clutter items. And who knows, someone might mod it to have people. You know, I think mods are coming in the future. I think that's kind of where the developers are going towards, is the modded community. There's only 2 people that designed this game. It's a husband-wife duo. They're the only ones that are doing all of the coding and the back-end stuff. So I know with September, they're going to be working with Steam Workshop to get us some custom clutter items. And I think they're going to go more towards the modding community. And with that, we might see NPCs. Someone might put them in the game. Instead of working on main structures, you keep remaking smaller details. I just need to... Oh, yeah. I'm the same way. I get carried away with like the clutter items and the small details, and I like forget about like, come on, let's build some more. Yeah, the animals are our villagers. Yeah. The sheep they are so cute. You can sell design boards to people based off of their individual spaces. You'd be great. Ooh. Is there like a specific program that you need for that? Give me all the details. Because I love decorating. I love it. Majority of like my streams are just decorating. Do I want to put the door down here, or do I want the, maybe we'll put the door here. And then we're going to add like a little like step, I think, right there. Or I can always just bring this out like that. That's nice. Nice. I'm going to put a light right there. I'm also going to change the trim of this one to the blue. Just so that way it matches. And I'm going to change the window style. Let's do these windows. We haven't used these windows often. I'm going to bring it up actually more like this. And I kind of want to, hold on. I kind of want to do an offset. Hold on, let's bring this one up. Let's bring this one down. I want it to be random. Pizza, yeah, okay. I was just making sure I saw your comment, Waffle. I was just rereading it. There are so many interior design programs for you to choose from. You would just love it. Okay, I'll look into that. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a double. Right here. And do the same thing here. I'll try to connect it. Oh, I almost had it. There it goes. Well, that's as good as that's gonna get. Hold on. You know what? It's okay. I like that. It's different. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some windows down here as well. Thank you so much for the follow, Sunny. Sunny Tina, thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending upon where you are in the world. Hello, Purple. Good morning. How are you doing today? Oh my goodness. Give me my window, please. There we go. Nice. That was perfect. Okay. I'm gonna remove... We're gonna add flowers to all of these. Okay, she got hit with the ad. Hold on. 40 seconds on ads around the purple thing. Oh no. That is cute. Thank you so much for the follow. Ika, thank you. And also thank you so much for the follow, Sunny Tina. Welcome in, guys. We are playing Tiny Glade. For those of you that are just coming in and wondering what game we're playing, we are in Tiny Glade today. And we are doing the Land of Oz. We're finishing up our Oz district. Hi, welcome back. So, Purple, since you're just now chiming in, I think I found a way to do the characters. Let's go look at them again. I doodled this morning a little bit, and this is what we came up for characters. As soon as I said good morning, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I said good morning. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the follow, Bella. Good morning. Good morning, Sunny. Yeah. So I'm going to make our lion a little bit bigger. I feel like this is a good size for Toto, the dog. We're going to try to do the dog. I'm going to make the lion a little bit bigger. This is our Tin Man. He's looking like Bender. And then here's our Dorothy. Thank you, guys. You're doing good. That's wonderful to hear. How's my morning? My morning's doing great. You see Dorothy and Tin Man and Toto? Yeah, this is actually the lion, but I got to make it bigger. I haven't done Toto yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to make Toto the same size as this lion, and I'm going to make the lion bigger. And that way the dog could be next to her, and then the lion would be over here. Yeah. But that is what we came up with. We're going to recreate them in our glade. I was just doodling this morning to see if I could even do it. And we did, guys. We did it. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So now we're working over here. We're working over here on this little area. And we're just doodling. We're just doing some random topsy-turvy style structures that make no sense. They make no sense. Are they structurally sound? Probably not. Are they up to building code? Absolutely not. But I'm going to do this one there. But we're going to make it work. They do make sense. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love tripling up these windows and then stacking them. I don't know. There's just something about like this look that just is like, I just love it. And then I add flowers to the bottom one. The more windows, the better. I'm gonna add one right here. I'm gonna add another one like right there. Good morning, Lightning. Happy Friday. How are you doing today? You absolutely love the new post. It's so epic. The one where it transitions from morning to night, or the night market one I posted to yesterday of the castle. Hello, vampire. I love it. No. ... It's just no. You should make the lion's mane bigger if you can. Yeah, I'm going to have to make the whole lion bigger. Yeah, I'm going to have to like redo the whole lion. But yeah, I'll definitely make it bigger. You're so glad that you ran across my life. Thank you. Yeah, and guys, if you also play Tiny Glade and you want to share your builds, I would love to see them. We have a huge congratulations to ourselves because we hit 1,000 followers over here on TikTok, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for all the support. That was the only goal I really had, and it gave us the hyperlink. So now on my page, you guys can get the link to the Discord if you want to join. There's no obligation, but I would love to see your guys' builds if you choose to share. And we also are going to be doing a couple community days. So if you guys are also gamers and you want to join in on a community day, I would love to play with you guys as well. Did I miss a lot yesterday? So yesterday we weren't in Tiny Glade. Yesterday we were playing Cat Mail Co. So if you were here on Wednesday, you're all caught up. We haven't done anything since Wednesday. Both our hearts drop at the castle transition. Yeah. I do play different games. So I do simulation games, and I do cozy games, and I do a little bit of adventure style games like survival RPGs. But I also love co-ops. I sprinkle a little bit in everything. I love co-ops. I love horror. Typically on my main schedule, like Monday through Friday when I'm live with you guys, it's usually cozy, low-key, stress-free, lighthearted type style games. But every now and again, I like to dip into a little bit of co-op, a little bit of horror, maybe even a little bit of multiplayer. And I usually play with friends. So those would be more like the community days. I call them bonus streams, or if I don't play on stream. And I play games like Repo, Lethal Company. We're going to be dabbling into Minecraft. Thank you guys so much for all of the likes. I've never played Minecraft before. So my good friend Debbie made a server for our Discord for all of us to join in and play. So we'll be dabbling in that, where you guys can teach me how to play Minecraft, and then we'll get into the mods after that, and then hopefully maybe build in Minecraft. You gotta go adult now, but so glad you came across the live today. You'll be back soon. Okay, Monet, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the love, and thank you for the follow. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. You think I'll love Minecraft? Yeah. Everyone keeps telling me that I will. How do I feel about choice making games? It depends on the game. I don't mind the point and click games. I know that there are a couple choice making games that are like a horror style, or like I played a few of them. Yeah, but typically my morning time is literally just cozy. It's more cozy. And then in the evening, if I have time, or on the weekends when I have a little bit more time, I dip into like those style games. I have World on Minecraft that some creator on TikTok made on Minecraft and is entirely made. Oh, cool. And the choice game is what I was thinking. Until Dawn. Yeah. I haven't played Until Dawn, but I've seen content creators play it. I've definitely watched the content. Yeah. That one, those ones I think I could do for spooky season. I have a couple spooky season games coming up, but yeah. Thank you so much for the follow, Ashlyn. But yes, now we have our Discord posted in both our Purple app as well as our TikTok. So if you guys are interested in joining, it would be pretty amazing. And then maybe we can all coordinate and do a community day. Would you play it? Not during my normal hour streaming. It would be like a bonus stream, but yes, I would probably play it. If I ever got the game, yeah, I'll probably play those. Get the remastered version, yeah. Yeah, so typically games that are outside of cozy or simulation, I usually play in the evening. And or on a weekend. And I just call them bonus days. But during the morning time, I typically stick with the simulator cozy stuff. But on Tuesday of next week, we're going to be getting into Witch Spire, which is a cute little game. I figured because we have spooky season coming up, that it would be a cute game with our Oz theme and everything going on. Hello, AJ. This is Tiny Glade. I don't know if I want to like... Maybe we'll go like this. This is cute. And then... Yeah, I like that. This is Tiny Glade. It is a building simulator, guys. You can find it on Steam. It's available for both Windows and Mac. However, you can also play on Steam Deck. And do it this way. Oh wait, hold on. We're building the next building next to it. Let's not do that. Let's bring this window over here. And honestly, you know what? Yes. Let's do this. And then let's add... Yeah, let's just do this all the way down. I like this. Does it make sense? No. We're going to make it make sense. Thank you so much for the follow, Ashlyn. Thank you. And also, Burgart, thank you. Get the remastered version? Okay. Yeah, I'll be getting some time off coming up soon. I think I have a week coming up at the end of the month, as well as closer to the end of September, early October. So during that week, we can definitely dabble into some of the spooky games, Purple. We can definitely add that into rotation because I should have more availability at nighttime to maybe do a double stream. Like I'll do like the cozy in the morning and then we'll come back in the evening and we'll do like a spooky game during those weeks. Thank you so much for joining the Discord. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have my Discord open right now, but I will definitely welcome you when the live is over. I'm not going to be probably in my Discord until after the live. But thank you. Hello, Azulana. This is called Tiny Glade. You can't wait to see me play. Yeah. I haven't seen all of them either. That's the thing. Like, Purple, I only watched like Jacksepticeye play the one. So it will be like a first playthrough for me because I've only seen the one playthrough. Thank you so much for the follow, Tra. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. Burgard, thank you. I try, guys. I try to say your guys' names correctly. If I do mess it up, please do correct me. Please do correct me. It is okay to correct me. Give me the enunciation. Your builds are the prettiest you think you've seen on here. Oh, thank you, baby LaCoy. You're new here. What is the game? This is called Tiny Glade. This is called Tiny Glade. It is a building simulator game. You can find it on Steam. It is $15 USD. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is conversion elsewhere, but it's $15 for me. And it is a building simulator available for both Windows and Mac, but you can also play it on Steam Deck. And we are working on our Land of Oz. So this is what we have so far in our glade. For those of you that are just now coming in, we have our Wicked Witch of the West Castle. We have our Emerald City Castle. And then we're working on Oz District. And this is going to wrap all the way around this lake. And it's going to basically end like right here where this tree is. And then other parts of the glade is we have our house in Tornado over here, Dorothy's farmhouse in Tornado. We have our hot air balloon. You're so excited. You're such, oh, thank you, Lightning. Thank you. Yeah, no, I agree, Purple. I agree with that. That was before I started streaming, though. I used to watch Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and stuff like that for like their spooky games and stuff. But now that I've only been streaming for about 6 months, but now that I'm streaming, I don't go into games that I want to play because I don't want like the spoilers. I guess I want to experience them. Like I didn't watch any Minecraft content at all. I watched the movie, if that counts, if at all. But I don't know much about Minecraft. So when I go into it, it's going to be like a whole new world for me. But my good friend Debbie, they created a server for us over on the Discord that you guys can all join and play along with me. And we can all build like a town together or something. Once I get like the mechanics down and the gameplay down, they said that they will add the mods in. And so we can play it modded. You love Markiplier? Me too. Me too. I've been around since Markiplier started. Yeah. I believe we're the same age. I believe we're both 36. But yeah. I did see Iron Lung. It was so good. I did see it. I didn't get to see it in the theaters, but I did rent it on YouTube. I did watch it on YouTube. But yeah, like when my friend gifted me Cat Milko, and I made sure I didn't watch any content of Cat Milko so that way I could experience it. Since your middle school days? Yeah. Any art or artists in general, you pull any inspiration for your builds? I would say like my tip, because like I like to draw as well. I used to be a pastry artist for a really long time. I did that like from high school all the way up until I was like in my mid 30s. I just retired from my pastry art, like I want to say like 3 years ago. It's been about 3 years now. So my art style is very whimsical. It's very cartoon like. So I would say like I don't have like a specific artist, but I would say that I definitely lean more towards like Disney-esque. Disney-esque, which is why like with Tiny Glade, when I am doing structural builds or like when I am like doodling, it oftentimes looks Disney-like. And so I just leaned into it. I just was like, you know what, we're gonna lean into it. And that's why we decided to go for this theme for the castle. Because I don't know how to build a medieval castle. I'm not good at it unless I went with a reference photo and try to replicate the reference photo. But if I'm just doodling, usually it ends up looking like that. You saw it in theaters. Your sister and cousin came to watch. We're all excited. You loved it. Yeah, it was such a good movie. It was such a good movie. Not that I was surprised because anything that Markiplier does is pretty good. Like, you haven't learned the building in the game yet? What made me stop my pastry art? I just lost passion for it. I started off as a cake decorator. And then from there, I opened my own business. And I ran my business for well over 12 years. And I was pretty good at it. I was pretty successful at it. But it just, when you're a baker, it's very labor intensive. It's very, very labor intensive. It's a lot of long hours. And everything I did was custom. Everything was made to order. And I was a one-person shop. And it was just very difficult for the demand to keep up with the way that my business was scaling. It's weird. Like when you own your own business, it's like you make enough money to survive the business, but you don't have enough overhead and capital to like hire help. And so you're like stuck in like this limbo of like, okay, you're only one person. There's only so many hours in a day. And this is called Tiny Glade. And so it just got to the point that I got burnt out. And I just needed to make a pivot in career. And so I went into marketing after that. I ended up going back to college. I finished out my degree and I was doing marketing. And then in my downtime, I was like, I'm at a point in my life now where I have a little bit more downtime. So then I was like, you know what? I like playing games. And it was referred to me that video games, certain games, not all games, but video games can help with ADHD and it can help with your executive dysfunction if you struggle with that. And it's kind of like a little brain teaser. So I wake up in the morning now, I get ready, I do my little brain teaser, which is hanging out with you guys. And then I start my day and I do my work and stuff like that afterwards. Who's my favorite Disney villain and princess? Ooh. Favorite Disney villain. That's hard. I'm not like 100% diehard Disney fan. I watch all the Disney movies, but I wouldn't say like I'm like diehard fan. Well, my favorite princess is Belle. I really love Belle. I've always loved Belle. So that would be my favorite princess. Video games may help for ADHD. Yeah. Certain games, not all games. Certain games. I try to stay away from rage bait games. I try to stay away from high octane games, especially like when I'm streaming in the morning with you guys, because that would just throw me down a tizzy. It would just throw me down. It was just like my brain. What about the Oz character? Ooh, what is my favorite Oz character? I like the lion. I like the lion. I like the cowardly lion. I mean, if we're going like old school Oz, yeah. I am not a Disney adult. No, I'm not a Disney adult. No, I like Disney. I watch Disney movies, but I'm not a diehard fan. Not a diehard fan. No. But there's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I'm not. Thank you so much for sharing. That really makes your build even more inspiring. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. You can't do too much gaming. You get motion sickness. I don't experience that unless the sensitivity is crazy. But I do get headaches. So I try to limit my gaming no more than 3-4 hours because I do experience headaches after a while from the screen viewing. Using some games for wellness and mental health is something more people knew about. Yeah, it is real. It is. Only certain games though, guys. I wouldn't say all games. So like your cozy games, your stress-free games, your puzzle solvers, any type of brain teaser that's really, really good for helping with your cognitive, multitasking, executive function. But if you're going into something that is like a first-person shooter or something that has like high strategy or like high octane is what I call those games, or rage bait games, that's not going to do well for you. It's not going to do well for you. It's probably going to throw like your whole mood off. Do I sing or voice act? I have a lovely voice. I do not. No, I do not. But thank you. I'm glad you like the voice. That's why you love Sky, Children of the... I know that game, but I can't think of the rest of the title. What is it? Sky? I was looking at it. Don't they have like the land of Van Gogh? I was looking at that. I was like, ooh. I like simulators for easily distracted. Yes. Children of the Light. That's what it is. Children of the Light. How do you build in this game? Okay. Let me go ahead and take you to another glade. All right. So to build in this game, there are different tools. Now, this is a fully released game. So when you purchase it, if you decide to get it, you have everything at your fingertips. So there's no progression, there's no management, everything, all the tools are accessible for you to start. So I know over here on TikTok, you're not able to see the menu, but right here that I have highlighted at the bottom, that little pathway, to the left of it, it looks like a little house. Those are your foundation tools. In that, you have a wall tool, a fence tool, a round foundation, and a square foundation, and a stair. So you're going to start with your square foundation just like this. There are different options with the facade. So what you do is you go to your paint palette, you click on it, you can change it to the wooden beams, or you can keep it stone. So with the wooden beams, you can not only change the color of the wood, but you can also change the color of the facade. Same thing, if you keep it stone, you can also change the color of the facade. Okay. Now, when you right click on it, it brings up all these different options. So you can expand it, or you can condense it, whichever works best for you. Roofing is also the same. So when you right click on the roofing, you also get this option. You see those little 4 arrows. This also expands. So now you have a rounded roof, or it contracts. So you have more of a concaved roof. You can also remove the roofing. So then you have your flat top. If it's stone, The flat top over here on the very left turns into this style roofing. If it is wood, it turns into a balcony. And then all you do is you get creative. Those same exact options are similar to this as well. So you'll get all those same options with the circle as well. Whenever you place a window or a door, you're going to go over to your window icon. You're going to have square windows. So this is one square, double square, triple. Same thing for the other style. You're going to have one, double, triple. You can raise them up into the roofing like this. Or you can bring them down like this. If you hold control, you can detach them and make them singular again. And if you bring them down to the ground, you can make them into a door. Same thing with these ones. These become rounded doors when you bring them down to the foundation and or the terrain. Another way to make a door is using your pathway tool. So use your pathway and you can make a door like this. Then from there, all you do is the same theory. You're just going to take your foundation tools and you're just going to start layering them however you want. I call this doodling. You're just going to doodle your buildings until you find designs that you like. And you can make anything. Hello, Zenith. Hello. I saw your Minecraft post and I loved your cherry blossom. Welcome back, Rudy. Oh, you're so tempted, but I know I would lose months. Yeah, it gets addicting tired. It really does. It really does. This is a very addicting game. You hope to have a raising message stream. You gotta head back to work. I really enjoy watching your streams and can't wait to see more. Oh, thank you, Purple. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming and thank you for saying hi. And I'll definitely be getting into some spooky games in the near future. I promise. Okay. So that's kind of like 101 on how like you start. You just play around and we'll do more of that over here. I'll show you more of the gameplay in our glade over here. Yeah, Zenith. Yeah. And also Zenith, if you play Minecraft, oh my gosh. So we now have our Discord in my TikTok page, guys. And I'll be dabbling into Minecraft. My good friend created a server for all of us over on the Discord. I've never played Minecraft before. So if you guys are interested in having a community day, I would love to get together. We'll choose a day and a time and we can all play and teach me how to play Minecraft. And then we'll put mods in and we'll start building and we can all build like a town together or something. I think that'd be so fun. Can you resize the round ones? You can. So you get all the same editing options as you do with the square foundation. So you can definitely resize. So let me go ahead and put one down. So this is, you get like arrows to resize. And then if you right click, you get these editing options with the circle one. And then you can bring it down. You can raise it up. You can take it off the floor. You can put it down to the floor. Same theory with the top. You can remove the roofing on it and then you can make this stone, or with this type of style rooftop, or I don't know what these are called, guys, the masonry, and then or you can keep it wooden and you get more of a balcony. What am I playing this on? I'm playing this on a PC and it's on Windows for me. It's just a Windows PC. I need to like curve a building this way. Like we need a building like right here, I think. This is called Tiny Glade, guys. You're down, Zenith? Oh my gosh, show me your ways. Teach me Minecraft. I'm hoping we can get a couple of us in there and we can just have like a fun old time and you guys can like watch me experience Minecraft for the first time. Tiny Glade. It's called Tiny Glade. Make a dock. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is over here, we're going to be doing a gazebo and then some of the seating, like bistro style seating. But I think I'm going to have I don't know. What do we want to do, guys? We could do a dock if you guys want like a little canoe. We can do like a little boat. If you guys want to see that instead rather than a building. I do want to add like one more building over here. I need to add a little bit of I think I want to put a tree right there, to be honest. Hold on. Let me try to find a tree that I like. Maybe this one. Sure. Do I have any like little bushes or did I get rid of all the bushes? I might have gotten rid of them all. No. Sometimes in the glades, you get like tiny little trees that are like bushes, but I think I might have gotten rid of them all. What would this one look like over here? Let's put this one over. Maybe this one would be better. Let's get that one out of the way. That's too big. Okay, we definitely need a smaller tree here. Let's just keep the small one in here. I'm gonna keep it green though. I like that. You want to play, but you have an appointment? Oh, well, hopefully your appointment goes well. People do insane things on Minecraft. I saw that. I was on TikTok and I was looking up some of the Minecraft creators and I was like, oh my gosh, now I understand why you guys want me in Minecraft. But I guess it's like heavily modded. Like if you get like the right mods and the shaders and stuff, I guess that's like what everyone's talking about. What are shaders? They're like textures. They're like, you know how like Minecraft is like pixelated? It helps with like the graphics. I don't know how to explain it. It's like graphics. Like it enhances the graphics. Even without the mods, you can get very creative. Yeah, I think the server right now is just base game. It's vanilla. My friend has it set up with Java, but if you want Bedrock, he said that he can switch it over easily. It's whatever we want. You've never played Minecraft either? Me either, but everyone keeps telling me to do it, and so I finally got it. I finally got it. And then my friend got us a server, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. I'm going to add one more building, like right here. I think we're going to do something small. I might add like a circular building. Actually, let's start like right here. We're going to change the color. And I got to figure out like what color do I want to go. We already did peach. We did this green color. We haven't done... I don't think we've done this color yet. No, we haven't. And then... Wait, I don't want to do Christmas colors. Blue trim, purple trim, white trim, brown trim, green trim. We have another blue trim. Whoops. Let's do... We'll do red and red. I feel like we need to do... I feel like this needs to be... Hold on. We're going to change this up a little bit. Pink and green. We're going to change this roofing to this blue color. We're just gonna fix this real quick. We're gonna do this one. Hold on, let me do... Let's make this one like the minty green color. More color, guys. advance. Hello, Messa. Hello. I'm gonna make this purple. I don't know why I didn't make it purple, but we're gonna make it purple. All right, that's a better variation. That feels a little bit better. I'm gonna move this. I might do... Let's do this color. We don't have a red roof. Let's go with that color. Ooh, wait. Let's make this hold up. I do like the mint green with this. Hold on. Now that I'm looking at it, I do like this. That looks nice. With the browns and a little bit of green. You know, you had created paintings with the wall tool. Does the same apply for layering roofs? Kinda. I mean, yeah, like if you're talking about like making different like roofing shapes, like for instance, like inlaying them in, it's kind of, yeah, it's the same theory. You're just going to inlay them in and like layer them in a way so that way you can get like the different peaks and stuff without necessarily having the outer bit show out. I believe everything with this game is a little bit of layering involved. Thank you so much for the roses, Lightning, as well as Rudy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And the live, thank you. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you so much for the follow, Lily. Thank you so much for sharing, Mari. You just started playing yesterday, Lily? In Tiny Glade, you just started playing yesterday? And you need inspo? What do you like building? Like, what do you enjoy? Like, if you had to pick a theme or style, what would it be? Like, in one word, how would you describe your style? Waffle says spaceships. Castles. Ooh, castles. Okay. Are you more whimsical like myself, where you're thinking more like Disney-esque castles? Are you more gothic, where you're thinking more like cathedrals type gothic style? Or are you more medieval, where it's more like true medieval style? Whimsy? I think for whimsy, pick a castle that you like. So find a castle on the internet that you find is super beautiful. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most complex, right? Find one that you like. And then when you go into Tiny Glade, try to use the tools to replicate similar structure styles. It's not going to be 100% replica, so don't worry too much about making it match. But try to just get the aesthetic of what you're going for in terms of placement of the buildings and things like that and layering them. And then from there, just have fun. Have fun with the windows. Have fun with the props. Have fun with the lighting. Just doodle. And I promise you, it will come out beautiful. I promise. The thing I love about this game is that, thank you so much for the "you're awesome," Rudy. The thing I love about this game is that you can't do anything wrong in Tiny Glade. And it is impossible to make anything ugly in Tiny Glade. I think the hardest thing, and I can empathize with this truly and wholeheartedly, the hardest thing is starting a glade. And even I struggle with it too. A glade doesn't seem like a lot of space, but it really is. The square is very daunting when you first open up a glade. And then the developers always have something developed in the middle of it. And you can delete that. But the hardest thing is starting your first building. It is starting, where do you want to place it? How do you want it oriented? And then once you figure that out, the rest of it just makes sense. It just falls into place. But I agree with you. It is very stressful and a little bit overwhelming to get that first building started. And that is why, like, you'll hear me say it, you hear X say it, you'll hear other content creators say it. You just got to place the first building. You just got to plop it down. Just do like close your eyes, take your mouse, scroll around and hit that button. And just that is where it starts. And then from there, you build off of it. So I hope that helps. You're in all over the place in terms of theme. Yeah. Jack of all themes. Yeah. This is called Tiny Glade, Mina. It's called Tiny Glade. Thank you guys for coming in. All right, let's get back to this building. I think I want the building to be, let's do circles. We haven't done like a full circle building. Let's play with the what are these called? Are these called turrets? Like, what are these called? Silos, turrets, cylinders. What is the castle name for this? I have no idea. Thank you so much for the follow, 131 high. Thank you. I'm gonna bring this one in just a little bit. We're gonna make this one just a little bit smaller. It's both actually, Mina. So this is a building simulator. So I would consider this a simulation game. But all it is building. You're building structures and you can build towns. You can build single themes like a house. You could do a farm. It's whatever you want. Think of the glade as like a blank canvas. And then you're given tools that are like your paintbrushes or something like you're playing in paint, but it's 3D. I feel like this game, it gives me the same vibes as drawing, as coloring in a coloring book. And with the different camera options, like especially like when you're in fly around mode, maybe it's not this one, it's this one. No, it's this one. It's this one. In the camera mode, you see how it turns everything into like a small little model? This gives me like, I don't know, maybe this is showing my age, but do you guys remember the Christmas villages where you have like the train that goes around it, like the train village? This gives me that vibe. Like you're making the little model train village. Hello, 80. Oh my gosh, long time no see. Hello, good afternoon for you. Early evening. How you been, my friend? It is good morning for me. It's almost 10. It is. You play this when you're listening to your podcast? Ah, that sounds peak, Eric. You've been doing well. Life has been lifing. Life do be lifing. It do be. But I always appreciate when you come in. Thank you for saying hi. I hope your day is going well. This game is called Tiny Glade. Brave. It is Tiny Glade. It is a building simulator where all you do is build. It's great on Steam Deck too. Yeah, guys. So there you have it here in our little chitty chat. Someone plays it on Steam Deck and they said it works perfectly great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, 80. Okay. So I want to add another little building over this way. We need to add windows here as well now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, wait, no, not windows. Let's do a door. Maybe not a door because we're on a hill. Let's do windows. Never mind. Hello. Hello. Give me my window. Good morning, Cookie. We are. Oh, Cookie, we're gonna be in this in a hot minute. This is a full-on glade. You're at risk of passing out. Well, that's okay. It's okay. You can take a nap, guys. That's the whole point of cozy streams. It's meant to be relaxing. But I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, we're going to be in Oz for a hot minute, but when we're done with Oz, we're going to go into spooky season. So kind of that's what's on our agenda is spooky season. And then from there, we're going to do Hogwarts. So that will be after spooky season. And then we're going to do, or at least when we're done with our spooky season builds. And then after Hogwarts, we're going to go and we have confirmed today, we're going to go down the Disney rabbit hole and we're going to start doing some Disney themes. And we have a whole list that we got from this morning. A whole list. So what we have on the list is Rapunzel's Tower, Tiana's Restaurant, Castle and House, Aladdin's Castle, Alice in Wonderland, specifically the Tea Party, Sword in the Stone, Hotel Transylvania for Halloween, Aurora's Cottage, and Kanto in the Disney Castle. And Waffle wants Five Nights at Freddy pizza place with the ball pit in the stage. And that is our list so far. For Halloween, we are doing probably Five Nights at Freddy. We're going to do the... What was the other one? The Hotel Transylvania, like the Dracula Castle. And we're going to do the Nightmare Before Christmas style town. Then we're going to do our Hogwarts. And then we'll dive into like the Disney stuff. Yes, even more amazing epicness on the way, for sure. And I'm perfectly okay with it because I feel like Disney, I'm able to do. That's kind of my style anyways. Unintentionally, it's my style. It's just the way that I build and draw. So I feel like all of these themes we can definitely make come to life in Tiny Glade. And I cannot wait for the update. You got the Nightmare Before Christmas and Hogwarts. Aw. You glad that you found my page? Happy Plushie. Thank you. I'm glad that you found it too. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the follow, Hako. By Disney, you mean European architecture? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, 80, before you loll off to sleep. Thank you so much for the follow, Ryans. Thank you. Before you loll off to sleep, I have to show you. I did characters that we're going to be bringing and recreating in here. I was doodling this morning before stream. I had some time. And I was able to do... Let me delete this first before I show you. I was able to create some of the characters. Isn't it so cute? I can show you how I made the fountain in just a second, Happy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to make the lion a lot bigger though, guys. So this is going to be the size of Toto. We have to make the dog still, but I was just doodling. And then when I made Dorothy in the Tin Man, I realized that our lion was a little small. So we're going to recreate the lion. We're going to make it bigger. But this is our Tin Man looking like Bender. Looking like Bender. Thank you so much for the heart meat, baby LaCoy. Thank you. And then this is our Dorothy. So we still have to do Toto. So we have to do the dog. You were thinking Bender. Yeah, it looks like Bender. I know. It was like, because he has like the tin hat on, and then I used the round foundation. And so I was like, you know what? All it needs is like a little door, and that's a Bender right there. But it's a Tin Man. It's Tiny Glade's version of Tin Man, okay? And then we have our Dorothy, and then we have our baby lion. Dorothy's hair. Yeah. She's made with a little bit of foundation for the skirt, and the rest of it is all stair tool. So she's all made out of stairs. Does he rust though? No. I think he's polished. I think he's always polishing. That is a skirt if you ever seen one. I know. But she'd probably glide if she jumped, right? But we'll have to put those characters somewhere in the build. We'll recreate them. Probably put Dorothy on the yellow brick road, and then maybe because the road isn't that large, so we might have to have them like in a line or something like that. I'm not gonna redo the scarecrow because we have him up here. He's up here in the castle, but we'll have the other characters grouped together. You have opened a whole new world for organics and statues in Tiny Glade. Yeah. Especially like since you are a Minecrafter, I feel like if you use the stair tool and use the blocks, you can definitely create some really cool elements like animals or statues and stuff for your glade. Do it. You can do it. There's no place like with Luma pulls out the red shoes. Yeah, we're going to be adding... so over here with the house, hold on, make over here. Over here with the house, we're going to add the feet with the little red shoes on the bottom. We're going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the witches themselves. I can try. I can doodle in my free time and see like if I can make the two witches and then try to get like, oh my gosh. How beautiful. Thank you so much for the galaxy, Alex. Thank you. Aw, thank you for the heartbeats. Thank you. Thank you again, Alex. You didn't have to, but I am so grateful. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. I'm so creative. Absolutely. Thank you, Lightning. I appreciate it. Yeah, Zenith, you gotta try it. And then, like, post a video because I want to see it. Or join the Discord. I want to see your builds. Oh no, Zenith, you have to join because you got to teach me Minecraft. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna plug it again. I'm so like, guys, we have to pat ourselves on the back. We really do. We have to clap or whatever, however you want to celebrate, because we hit 1,000 followers the other day, which was so amazing, and I'm so grateful. You guys have been such a blessing, and I love hanging out with you guys. It is such a great start of my day. And we finally got our hyperlink, guys. We got our hyperlink, which means you can now join the Discord through my TikTok page. And over there, we can hang out. If you guys are in Tiny Glade, I would love to see your guys' builds. And we're also going to be doing some community days. I'm going to be learning how to play Minecraft here soon. And if you guys want to join with me, I would love for us all to play together and teach me the game and the ropes and all that. Yeah, we got the hyperlink. Yeah. As you can see, the goal's not on the page anymore. I took it down because that was our goal, guys. That was my one and only goal. The hyperlink. Yeah, so we finally met it, and my good friend has a server created for us over there on the Discord for us to play Minecraft. We also have a server for Windrose if you guys play Windrose, and we're looking into get a server up for Pow World because I have a couple of my friends that are looking for a server, and so Waffle and I are looking to see like what we need for that. Yes, we have a Minecraft server, 80. We posted it in the Discord. So there's a channel for Minecraft and they put all the information over there. And I might be dabbling in it in this weekend. So if anyone is available and they want to play this weekend, we can coordinate a day and a time and we can all play together. But he has it on Java right now, but he says you're gonna be locking in. He has it on Java right now, but he says he can switch it to Bedrock if you prefer Bedrock. It just depends upon he doesn't mind. He'll flip it to whatever we want, but it's vanilla right now. It's just base game. And then he says if we want mods, he'll add the mods. But yeah, just let me know if you guys join the Discord. Just let me know if you guys are interested in playing Minecraft with me, and we'll get together. We'll figure out a day and a time, and we'll teach me the game. The incredible memories I'm making. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Like, I want to hang out with you guys. Yeah. And like, we'll do it like, so the weekends, Waffle and I have weekends off. It's usually I have a little bit more downtime. I don't typically stream on the weekends in the mornings, but I do have downtime. So if we want to play on the weekend, depending on what everyone's schedules look like, I can definitely push it to later in the day, like more towards like my early evening time. I can stay up a little bit later on Fridays and Saturdays, but yeah. Or if it is a weekday, I can just do a double stream, or I won't stream. I'll just play with you guys off stream. It doesn't matter. Whatever you guys want to do. I am easy. I am easy peasy. And of course, if you guys are also content creators, if you happen to play Minecraft and you are also a content creator, I am all for networking. I'm all for networking. I have no problem sharing the love with you guys. And if you want to collab, I am more than happy to do so. More than happy. Yeah, 80. We'll definitely probably add some mods in, but like you were mentioning, you were like, start base game first. So we'll start base game. We'll get me to understand the mechanics, and then we'll ask Debbie to add in the mods, and whatever mods that you suggest, you can add in for sure. You want to do story builds in Minecraft? I have inspiration for what I want to do, so I can't wait. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get a bunch of us in there and we can just all build like a village. Like all of us go in there whenever we have free time and we just start building and we just fill it out with like everyone's builds and stuff. I think it's going to be so cool. You're trying to get your page up so you can stream games like this. You love building games? Yeah. Well, whenever you get your page up, Happy, and anytime that you are like, if you play Tiny Glade or whatever, I would always love to give support. So absolutely. I'm always giving shout outs to any creator that I follow. Like X807 is a great content creator. Many of you probably know him. Many of you probably came from his channel. He is a great content creator. I always love giving him a shout out because he is the reason why I even downloaded this game. Rudy, our moderator in the chat, he is also a content creator here on TikTok. He does Tiny Glade as well. He has some amazing builds. He gets really creative. He made me a turtle, guys. He made me a turtle and it is cute as heck. 807 is crazy. We have Beauty the creator. She's also a Tiny Glade person and she makes some amazing whimsical cottage core interior buildings. She's also another interior builder as well. So me and her, we both dabble in interior. So if you guys are interested in more interior prop building, things like that, she is also a really good content creator for that. So yeah, if you guys are streamers, if you guys are content creators, I have no problem sharing love. I have no problem giving, you guys love. So that's what it's about, right? It's about having fun. It's about connecting. All right. All right. We're going to have to add a little bit of pathway. You got to fix the turtle's face. It's looking like Master Oogway instead of Cutie Turtle. Aww. It is a really good turtle. It's a really good turtle, and I appreciate you making it for me. You know what else you gotta do, Rudy? I'm gonna give you a little side quest. You gotta add lights. I need all the lights on my name, Rudy. It's not me without the lights. I'm just kidding. The face is too long, you think? So definitely. Oh, but it came out super cute, I think. It's still a cute turtle. All right, I'm gonna keep that like that. We're gonna cut this and we're gonna bring it out like this. Bring it forward. You'll add lights? Thank you. You don't have to, but I was just like, if Luma lights don't make you think it's daytime, then it's 3 a.m. That's not Luma. Yeah, guys. So those of you that are just coming in, 80's talking about my usage of lights in Tiny Glade. So I always build everything with nighttime in mind. And so like he says, even at nighttime, it feels like daytime with the amount of lighting that I use, because in 3, 2, 1, here we go. We have all the lights. All the lights are happening. It is magic. And Zenith, I'm going to take your idea. I'm going to do, like you said, you want the slow transition from day to night, right? So like just like real slow to watch like all the lights. So you kind of want it like where all the lights start to turn on like this. But like slow-mo. Yeah. Okay. I got you. I will do that editing tonight. I'll go in after the live and I'll take some recordings and then I will put it into, I use Canva for my editing. So I'll put it into Canva and I'll slow-mo it. You can't wait. Yeah. But yeah, guys, Fridays, I usually am able to go a little bit longer, past 12 o'clock. So depending upon how far we get today, we can definitely go a little bit over time on today. But like I said, usually weekends, I do have a little bit of work I have to do later today, so I can't stay too late. But usually Friday nights, when I'm done with like all the stuff that I have on my agenda, I typically have a little bit more time, so I can always dive back in on a double stream or something. You're starting in 2 hours? Yes. Rudy, do you multi-stream or are you just TikTok? Whoa, that put all the props there. We're coming over this way because we got to build our gazebo, guys. Thank you so much for the follow, Shia. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create... We're going to change this back to wood, I think. We're going to make it green because it's Oz, guys. We're in the land of Oz. Just TikTok for now. You can't overload your laptop, saving up for a PC, and then... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Totally understand. Well, let me know whenever you do decide to multi-stream, because I will definitely, like, because you're usually going live when I'm ending. And if you ever do decide to, you know, come over to the Purple app, I would love to raid you. I would love to share some love. So someone wanted to see the fountain. Oh my goodness, I got sidetracked. Okay, so this is the fountain. So this is what so it's the base layer is just the foundation. And then we used other layers of foundation just as like the wooden, not the wooden, but just like the stone. So it's just layering of the foundation. And then we use the fencing tool to create like the spilled water. And then the stair tool we put down in the water with some lighting. So then at nighttime it lights up. So this is what we came up with. There's different ways. Yeah, you were about to ask. There are different ways that you can do fountains. This is just my rendition. I got the inspiration from Beauty. She did her fountain. So this is kind of like taking that inspiration. And then this is like my design of it. Hers is definitely more detailed than mine. I went more of a simplistic route. Rudy also has a fountain on his. His is also really, really cool. It's also, I mean, I thought it came out really, really cool. It's a pretty amazing fountain. And then I just found out a new way on how to do fountains, guys. Because I was on Tiny Glade, what was it? Tiny Glade Discord. And someone did their water using a bunch of these foundations. Basically what they did is, you see how like the rim of this is like that. So all they did was they colored it blue and the outer blue as well. I'm going to make it all blue actually. And then they changed it to flat top. And then they added another one. Hold on. Let me grab onto this one. And then they lowered it down like this. And then they did another one. And they kept doing it until it like closed the center. And it made like this whirlpool effect with the water. And I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And then what they did is they added their fountain in this bit right here in the middle. So they had like their fountain structure in the middle. So let's just put something down like real quick. So like in the middle, like right here. They did like their fountain like this. I'm going to change it to stone. And then they added like the water down like that. I mean, theirs was bigger. Like they obviously went bigger with the water. But then they inlaid it to the ground. And then they added like the stair tool around it. So it looked like a pool of water. And so then when you use the fencing tool. Oh, this was so cool. Like I was like, why did I not think of this? So then when you use the fencing tool. And let's say you change this to blue. I'll have to see who created this. Like I said, I've got this idea off of the Tiny Glade Discord. So it's not my original idea. I definitely am taking inspiration from someone else's idea. But then when you're using your... Hold on. Hello. Let's move this out of the way. Come on. Hold on. Let me put more pathway down. I'm trying to give a demonstration, Tiny Glade. Work with me. There it goes. So now when you're using this and you bring it over, it doesn't look wonky. Like it looks like part of the water. Hold on, let me add more pathway under here. Let me see if I can do like a little bit of pathway. Sure. Let's pretend that that doesn't exist on the backside. Let's bring this over. Can I grab onto this? Can I grab onto this? Can I grab onto this? Hello. Hello. Give me the post. It's too close to the fountain. There it goes. Anyways, this is the visual I'm trying to give you guys. So it looks like it's going into the water. It looks like it's part of the water. I thought this was so cute. You wanted to try making a pole? Yeah. Yeah, you can use it with the square or the circle. They showed it with both. But it's literally just using the rim of the foundation and layering it into one another a million times, and then you put your fountain or whatever fixture you want in the middle. It does look awesome. Because someone was saying, like, let's do a fountain here. And I'm like, we already have a fountain, but what if we had another one and our gazebo? What if we just did both, guys? You wonder if the wood update can help with the fountain too? Yes. Yes. I'm hoping. And I'm hoping we also get a reskin for the stairs because I really want wooden stairs. The wooden walls is pretty amazing, but I want wooden stairs too. Am I being greedy? Probably. We need wooden stairs. Okay, I don't want to make this gazebo too big though. Hold on, I'm thinking. Are we still liking the gazebo idea? Are we still sticking with that, guys? You guys still want the gazebo? I want to make sure I center it as well. So let me come up this way. That is not centered. Let's bring this over. Do we want it in the middle? Like this? A gazebo in the middle maybe? And then have... I can use the stair tool and extend this and do seating more like this. You're down for the gazebo? Okay. Let me add some more of the stair. Hold on. Let me grab... Or rather, here, maybe it's easier if I just do it like this. Let's grab this. Let's make it super wide. I'm gonna bring it down. And we're gonna inlay it like this, I think. I just want to make this space a little bit bigger, is what I'm thinking. Just a little bit. And then, can I add... Hold on, maybe... We're going to need to add some fencing to it as well. What if we did... I don't know if that's going to... Hold on. It won't let me go any further than that. I'm thinking, guys. My brain is going. Is this on PlayStation? It is not on console. It is just available for PC, Windows, and Mac at the moment. But you can play it on Steam Deck. You can play it on Steam Deck. I'm going to bring this up like that. I think I'm going to bring this down. I don't want this too tall. Probably the same height as our market. Let's bring it this way. And then I'm going to change the color. It looks gorgeous. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. I am doodling right now. I don't know if this is the design that I'm going to actually stick with. I'm just doodling. We're figuring it out as we go. I don't want it to have... Okay, so we have purple. We can't do purple. We have mint. We have brown. Let's go with... We don't have this color yet. I don't think. No. Let's go with this color. Be the white trim. You love when Luma starts brainstorming heavy ASMR tingles as you watch her do the magic. Yeah, with my little thinking out loud. I always have commentary. I'm always thinking out loud. So whatever you're hearing is literally my brain. It's literally my brain talking. Okay. What I really want to do is I want to add... I need to bring this up just like a little bit, like that. But then I also need to bring this up too. These go off the ground. Okay. Because I want this to be like... Yes. I want this wood. I don't know if I want the chevron. Like, I don't know if I want like the herringbone, chevron, whatever it's called. I'll go this way. I am on there, Maddie. I am live over there right now. Same name, one word, Lou Michelle. Okay, so... And I also post all of my VODs. For those of you that are watching this outside the live, I just want to say, first and foremost, I see you and I appreciate you and I thank you so much. I do get a lot of people that come in after my lives. I do post all of my VODs to the Purple app. They're only there for about a week, but don't worry. I also post them on the tube. Same name. You can find me over there. And I have all 13 episodes posted. This will be episode 14 today. I'll have that exported right after we end the live. And so you'll see start to finish of our Land of Oz over there as well. And I don't edit my videos. I am not good with editing. So it is the full stream from start to finish. But you guys can always change the speed and watch it however you desire. Thank you so much for the follow, Quinder, and also Maddie. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, so I definitely want to like, I like the color. I don't know if I'm going to keep it purple, but I'm like debating on the, what type of, oh, wait. I got this, guys. I got this. We're gonna do basket weave. Okay. We're gonna change the color though. I'm thinking whispering. Yeah, sometimes we whisper. We're gonna do this mint green. I like that contrasted with the yellow because green and yellow are my favorite colors, guys. And we're gonna do it. But we're gonna do another one. And another one. I'm just gonna put it out this way. We're gonna rotate it. We're gonna do the basket weave. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this real large as it goes. I'm gonna bring it over. And we're gonna bring it down. Yes. The basket weave. They're your favorite as well? Oh my gosh. We are favorite color twinsies. Green is my number one favorite color and yellow is my secondary favorite color. This is called Tiny Glade, Rosa. This is called Tiny Glade. It is a building simulator. And right now we are building our little gazebo. I also moved the bridge, guys. So now when we go to sit, we can see the fountain now. And then we can see snippets of the glade. So I made sure that there was a cinematic view no matter where you're at in this glade. Okay, so I really like this. This is fire. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a railing. If it will let me. Oh, it won't let me do it on that one. Hold on. Hold up. I need to bring this one up. Will it let me now? Will it let me now? Nope. That's okay, because you know what? We can use it with the stair tool. It is all good. We're going to pivot over here. We're going to grab our stair tool. We're going to do it this way. We're going to change it to be with the railing. We're going to change the color of our little fencing to be this. We're going to bring this down. How do you get all these textures for the floor? I inlay them. I layer them in. So here, let me come over here. So I love getting creative with the foundation tools and like the different floorings. So I create different types of floors like this, or you'll see me create rugs. Like we create our own type of abstract rugs. I also have another one over here, and then I'll show you real quick on how I do it. So we have our rug in here as well. So here's another rug. So coming over here, this is what I do. What I do is I grab my foundation. Let's start with the circle. We're going to remove the roofing by taking this arrow and slapping it down like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. So we're going to expand the building. Okay. Now I'm going to bring this down to the floor. Let's bring it down to the floor. Let's change the color. So let's do this color, and then we can leave the border like this actually, because this will make a really, really beautiful border. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add another one of the same, right? But it has the same wood top. But all we're going to do is we're going to rotate it. We're going to rotate it this way. So you have one horizontal, one vertical, just like this. Same theory. I'm going to change the trim, I think. We're going to do this to the wood, and then we're going to do, hold on, hello to the wood. It won't let me do it. Hold on, let me bring it up. There it goes. Okay, so this is what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down. We're going to sink it in. And you see how like when you sink it in, when you layer it in, you clip it into the other one, it creates a basket weave. And you bring it out. Just like this. And now you have like a circle rug. You can go a step further. You can definitely go a step further. You can add another one. Right here in the middle. You can change it to a different type of flooring. So let's say we do this flooring. You can bring this down. And now you have an even different style. So you can also change the color. So sometimes I like to change the color up a bit. So what I'll do is I will make it like this color. And then we'll inlay it down like this. Just like this. So it's like broken up a bit. But then you also still get the original. Let's bring this one out. Hello. What was this one? I need to bring this one up. I have hills in this one, guys. Here we go. So now you have the basket weave on the outside. You have this abstract looking design on the inside. And then you have the outer rim be like the rug trim. However you want to call it. Do you have to spend a while on project and when 8% you decide maybe it's not what you wanted? I've done that before. I've done that. In my winter glade, I spent, and I kid you not, I spent 6 hours building a castle for my Christmas tree. 6 hours. We finished it. And then the very next stream I went in and I deleted it. I deleted it because it didn't fit the vibe. I looked at it and I was like, it was way too cathedral. It was way too Disney-esque. And we were going for like a Christmas town. And that video is actually over on the tube if you wanted to see that castle. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful castle, but it didn't fit the theme of what we were going for in the glade. And I slept on it and I was sad that I deleted it, but it had to be deleted. And I've definitely done that. I've definitely have built something and then deleted it or felt like it needed to be changed in some aspect for sure.